I feel like the immigration argument gets sidetracked because people just assume that there's a lot of generalizations about immigrants that dehumanize them and are untrue. You are
There
mad
are.
that they let that many immigrants in because you think they increase crime? What? Because they don't. Because they increase they decrease wages. Well, no, they don't. There's a whole bunch of arguments that anti-immigration people make, and you say, okay, Democrats left them in.
I'm not an anti-immigration people.
Okay, so you say.
What I said was,
well, wait a minute. Wait,
Okay.
So you're the one saying Democrats are letting in immigrants, and they punted it. Okay, you're absolutely right. Immigration did go up during those years.
Well, asylum. They changed the definition of asylum, and they immediately reversed Trump's like stay in Mexico or wait in Mexico or something. He had a different
chill
policy.
out in Mexico.
I mean, chill out in Mexico. Yes.
Just chill, man. Wait there.
And we were still, letting in, as we should. We are a nation of immigrants, and we need immigrants.
You go.
But most Americans felt, including lots of Democrats and people of color, and he won the Latino vote by half. Come on, man. Like, at a certain point, everybody was around the idea that, okay, immigration, fine, but it has to be somewhat orderly, and not anyone who...
Yes, and again...
And asylum had a certain specific meaning, which went up in the air. They overcorrected.
You could be right, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I also feel like obviously, you can say Democrats took too long to address it, but then they did. And Trump, of course, killed it. So he doesn't care about that. And again, you've been outspoken.
That's true too.
And I
I
appreciate that, by the way, for you, that you were being outspoken. I appreciate that you lost fans. They needed more free time. It's better that they don't watch your show.
It actually is.
I'm sorry?
It actually is, because they're here's how I know they changed and not me. It used to be the conservatives, the Jerry Falwell types, who you would do a stick up their ass joke about.
Mm.
Now it's the woke. They're the ones with the stick up their ass. They're the ones who don't have a sense of humor. They're the ones who are too sensitive. They're the ones, marching for Hamas, doing things like that.
Again, I think conflating people marching for, to not have Israelis, the IDF carpet bombing is different than marching for Hamas. And yes, Hamas is a terrorist organization. They are a mafia organization. I do not support them in any way. Again, yes, I know they're going to be saying, "Wow, Ducky is not on our side. This is crushing to our movement. We've lost Ducky." But my point being that conflating those two, and obviously there are outrages on the right and there are outrages on the left, and the right wing media ecosystem is just a constant outrage engine, and constant, and that is very pernicious to America, to having a nation.
So I was only watching MSNBC. Not as bad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the right wing is definitely more dangerous because they don't believe in conceding elections.
Yes,
we are
exactly.
already past what I called, even before he won the first time, a slow-moving coup.
Yes.
Because when one side concedes, as the Democrats just did, and one side we know would not, you're already past democracy. You are already, they make it sound like, we had a smooth election. Yeah, smooth when they win. That's not good enough for me. It has to be smooth when whoever wins.
Yes, I agree.
So I have this in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. But what drives them crazy, the reason why they are willing to do these basically traitorous extra-constitutional things like not concede elections, is because they think the left is so crazy that whatever they have to do to retain power is worth it. Because if the left takes over, they will destroy life as we know it. Hey everyone, I'm on Substack now. Check it out and subscribe now at BillMaher.com. Substack.com. What could be simpler than that? My name, then Substack.com.